ito nga po, medyo nababahala po ang Armed Forces of the Philippines dahil dumami raw po ang nag-enroll ng mga estudyante na Chinese national diyan po sa Cagayan. Particular na sa Cagayan State University.
Government institution.
At bukod yan ay nagre-renta sa iba't ibang lugar sa Tugigaraw. Minsan malayo sa university doon nakapag at pag nagrenta napakatagal. Hindi yearly. At least mga 10 years.
10 years.
Bakit ka magre-renta ng gano'n? Sige nga.
Ilan ba sila lahat? Ang bilang?
4,600.
Uy, ang dami niyan.
Napakadami estudyante.
Nakakatakot dito, baka espiya yan.
Nasa linya na ng ating telepono si Governor Manuel Mamba, ang governor po ng Cagayan. Gob, magandang umaga po. This is Erwin Tulfo and Aljo Bindijo. Live po tayo sa PTV nationwide at worldwide po sa Radyo Pilipinas. Good morning po, Gob Mamba.
Yeah, good morning, Kong. At ganoon din kay Alvin.
Governor,
magandang umaga po sa inyo at sa lahat ng nakikinig at nanonood po sa atin.
Opo.
Magandang umaga po.
Opo, talagang kayo po sinadya namin para masagot po itong agam-agam at pangamba ng sandatahang lakas na biglang dumami daw itong Chinese national sa inyong lalawigan. Bagamat mga estudyante raw po ito, pero nakapagtataka raw ho na biglang dumami. At ito po binabantayan nila yung kanilang mga movement. Gob, kayo ho, ano ho ang reaction nyo rito? Ano ho masasabi nyo rito? Bakit tila dumami? 4,600 Chinese nationals daw po ang nandyan ngayon sa Cagayan, particular sa Tugigaraw, Gob.
Well, sa akin po, no, hindi po ako nasusurpresa sa pagdami. No? Because prior sa pandemic ay may mga programa na rin po. No? Hindi ang mga state, may 4 university po kami dito, no? 3 private universities, St. Louis, St. Paul, the University of Cagayan Valley, and the Cagayan State University. Na may internationalization po, 4 na ito. No? At ang marami po naka-enroll is in St. Paul University. And the last time na kinuha namin yung enrollees ng St. Paul is 403. That was November last year. 403 po, hindi ho 1,000. And this doesn't involve only Chinese. May mga Indonesian, meron ho mga South Africans, may mga Indians po. We have 2 medical medical schools dito. CSU, gano'n din po yung state.
Ano po mga ano po mga courses ng mga students na ito? Well, I believe kung medical, marami po mga gano'n na mga foreigners natin. Meron po kami di sa Metro Manila, sir, mga Iranian, na Indian nationals, meron din po sa Davao, meron mga Indian nationals para sa medical dahil mura po talaga. Ang totoo naman yan, mura po yung medical studies dito sa ating bayan kumpara sa kanilang lungsod. So dyan po sa inyo, ano naman po yung mga kurso nito mga estudyante na ito, Gob Mamba?
Ganon din po, no? Medical, paramedical, medtech, ganon din po. And then teachers, and then mga postgraduate po yung iba. So po kasi ito, iba-iba. Most especially postgraduate. At ewan ko kung saan nila kinuha yung figure na 4,600. The last time na ko, 403, that includes everything already, all nationalities, the students in St. Paul University. Dahil yung iba, wala pa naman noon. Pero they are now applying for internationalization. And furthermore po, ang nangyari po diyan, this was promoted by CHED. In fact, Secretary Popoy po ay pumunta pa ng China. Kasi nakikipag-partner po lahat yung mga universities dito, including the Don Mariano Marcos University diyan sa Ilocos. Ganun din po yung Lyceum sa Tugasquat. Sa buong Pilipinas, no, ang alam ko po na figures ng estudyante dito is only 14,000. No? compared to Singapore, which Singapore has 15,000 Chinese students. Ang Thailand has 150,000 Chinese students. And Malaysia has 39,000. Yun po yung mga kwan dito. And I think,
Gov,
amin po, this is...
may singit ko lang, Gov.
Kami po kasi yung kwan.
Gov, may singit ko lang. Hindi raw
Yes,
marunong
opo.
mag-Ingles kahit na yung iba ay graduate na dyan. Itong mga Chinese nationals na mga estudyante.
Ewan ko, sa akin, I had education na nakita sila in one of the kwan. In one of the kwan. Marunong ho mag-English eh. Dahil wala namang language.
Ang LGU po, ang provincial government doesn't see anything surprising or questionable. Wala kayong nakikita na biglang dumami ito. Sa inyong palagay, talagang plainly, gusto lang nilang makakuha ng edukasyon dito. Is this right perception, Governor Mamba?
Yun po. Yeah, that's how I see this. Dahil yung last time na kumuha ako, 403 lang naman. But that was November. I do not know the figures na pinapakuha ko nga.
Okay.
And may mga student visa rin po ito.
All right.
Now, yung sinasabi nila yung kwan, ako rin ho kasi yung Peace and Order Council chairman dito, and we discuss all threat in our security. And every quarter po, I had a very good relationship with the Armed Forces of the Philippines dito. Kasi 3 batalyon po ng Army at isang brigade. Kaya,
Nandyan.
isang brigade din ng Marines at saka 2 batallions ng Marines. And then, meron din po yung regional center po. Nandito po yung regional office ng NBI, regional office ng PNP, provincial office ng PNP.
So ibig sabihin dito, Gov, opo, walang dapat ikabahala, no? Ito'y parte lang ng tinatawag na internationalization effort ng major universities sa bansa. Well, anyway, maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon, Governor Manuel Mamba.
Thank you po. Thank you so much.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
At,
Okay.
Kay Aljo, maraming salamat po. God bless po sa inyo.
Alright.
Thank you for
Sige po. Si Father Ranilio Aquino, ang Dean ng San Beda University Graduate School of Law.
Alright.
Makakausap natin.
Father Aquino, good morning po. This is Erwin Tulfo and Aljo Bendijo. Live
Morning
po
po.
tayo sa PTV nationwide at Radyo Pilipinas po. Good morning po, Father Aquino.
Good morning, Congressman. Good morning.
Nga po.
Father, reaction lang na biglang pagdami nito mga Chinese nationals po dito sa Cagayan. Do you have a school there also, Father?
Yes, I am the consultant of the Cagayan State University, but we don't have Chinese students here. But the very description na ginamit niyo, Congressman,
Opo.
biglang pagdami is exact. It's accurate.
No.
Kasi sa mga nakalipas na taon, wala naman kaming ganitong dadaming Chinese students. In fact, wala kaming Chinese foreign students in our universities here in Tuguegarao. Pero
Biglang
in the last 2 years, biglang dumami sila. And in surprising numbers. And yesterday, na-interview din si Dr. Chester Cabalza, whose roots are from Tuguegarao but who is a professor in UP. And he expresses the same sentiment na nakakabahala ang pagdami ng mga Chinese foreign students sa Tuguegarao City. And Congressman, I want you to know also that since I'm always in dialogue with my brother priests,
Opo.
our priests in the northwestern parishes of Tuguegarao also report that there are recruitment age Chinese in their parishes.
Ano po? What's that again, Father?
There are recruitment age Chinese. In other words, Chinese who are of the age where they can be recruited for armed service. No?
Okay. So, hindi po ito mga high school lang. So,
No.
Ano po mga age na ito, Father?
In fact, in the northwestern parishes, there is no university there. So what are they doing there? You see? What are they doing there?
Saan banda to particularly? Father?
Northwestern parishes. So Santa Ana. The parishes.
Nagre-recruit sila ng ano, Father?
No. They are there. They are present there.
They are there.
And
Anong ginagawa?
yes.
Hindi naman siguro sa social services, ano, Father, mga ikakatulong sa community.
Anong itutulong nila? Wala naman silang itutulong doon.
So sa inyo impormasyon, ano pong ginagawa ng mga Chinese po doon?
Ay, ewan ko. Dapat tanungin yung mga nagpapasok sa kanila. No?
Opo.
Wala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yung mga...
And you know, Congressman, it would be good for you to listen to the clips
Opo.
that are available on YouTube
All right.
where the some local government officials
Opo.
express their support for the People's Republic of China. You should listen to that.
What I'm going to do, Father Aquino, after this, I will call my Chief of Staff to file a resolution for an investigation, motu proprio investigation. Ito pong influx ng Chinese students dyan po sa Cagayan, sir. I'll do so.
Alam
Thank
mo,
you.
Congressman, Congressman Jojo Lara has also done the same thing.
Already did, ha? Opo.
Yes, he filed a resolution.
Sige po.
And you know, Congressman, at a time like this when tensions are very high in the West Philippine Sea,
Opo.
and we are fighting for what is legally ours.
Right.
I think this is not the time to play games
To dilly-dally,
and
I guess.
and to pretend that we do not know what they are here for.
Right.
For example, Congressman, if the argument of the universities that accepted them is that they are internationalizing, my question is why only now? These universities have existed for a long time. Why do they think of internationalization only now?
Yung timing, ano?
And internationalization usually takes place in respect to one student, two students, three students. But these are so many students. This is a bulk of students. So why? That's the question we should ask. I'm not claiming that I have the answer, but at least the inquiry should be made.
Right. Sige po, Father Aquino. Thank you po. We'll do just that. Thank you po for your time, for that information. Maraming salamat, Father Ranhilo Aquino. Thank you po.
Si Colonel Francel Padilla, Kong, bayan, makakausap
AFP.
natin, tagapagsalita ng AFP. Colonel Padilla, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga po, Congressman Tulfo po. Magandang umaga po sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Kasama po natin si Sir Aljo Bendijo, ma'am. He's also with us.
Good morning.
Good morning po, Colonel.
Is this true? Tama po ba ito, you're monitoring, ma'am, itong sudden influx ng mga Chinese nationals, ng mga students sa Cagayan province? Pero we have just spoken to Governor Mamba and he's saying the figure is wrong. 4,600 is wrong. We only have 403 students and they're all enrolled in St. Paul University, a private school, Colonel.
Yes, sir, no? Itong mga reports na ito, sir, we take these matters seriously. Regardless po yan, whether it's 400, 4,000, or 200, sir, as long as there are reports, sir, take it seriously and conduct our proper investigation accordingly. So, ito naman, sir, we have to take into consideration that there are several factors to it din beyond the AFP, sir. So, syempre, we have to check the legality ng presence ng mga yan, sir, no? Syempre, apply din ng visa yan. Have necessary papers to be there, no? Ang sa amin po, we are looking at the national security implication to it, and we are coordinating also with the PNP in terms of peace and order. So ginagawa naman po natin, sir, ang necessary pag-check on the veracity of this report.
Ilan po ang site-EDCA sites natin? Would you believe na ito talaga ang actually ang target nila? They can get information para sa Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement sites po natin sa Cagayan, because I believe we have two there, yung Lalo Airport at saka yung naval base natin doon. Colonel, we have two EDCA base sites there po.
Sir. Opo, sir. St. Paul University is in Tugigaraw, sir, no? Yung Lalo, sir, is one EDCA site, and Santa Ana, sir, is then another EDCA site. But we have to take into consideration, sir, na ang EDCA site po is inside military bases. So,
Okay.
pag na po nasa loob ng military base, of course, sir, we will fortify it with the national, the regular security precautions of entering camps po.
Marami daw mga Chinese dyan sa may Santa Ana.
Oho.
Colonel, at sabi ni Father Ranilio kanina, walang malinaw na trabaho kung anong ginagawa nila
kung
doon.
bakit sila aali-aligid.
Oo.
This is the reports these are the reports coming from mga parish priest daw dyan po sa Cagayan na sinasabing biglang dumami ang mga Chinese nationals sa kanilang mga bayan. Wala naman hong negosyo doon, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Ako po ay tubong Apari Cagayan, sir. So, from St. Paul.
Opo.
Ito po kasing Santa Ana, sir, nagkaroon din po ng influx dyan ng Chinese businesses. So, may mga POGO sites po tayo dyan. And there are 10 casinos din po that was operating in the area, sir. So, ito naman, sir, yun nga, as I said, we take this matter seriously, sir. So, i-check po natin yan and we are doing our internal investigations accordingly po.
Sana ho talagang mabantayan ho ito kasi medyo nakakatakot pa. May sinasabi nga, kagaya ho niyan, na very active sila sa West Philippine Sea, tapos dyan ngayon sa Cagayan. Pagkatapos, have you heard of the news this morning, Colonel, na isang Chinese national arrested by the PNP na has several high-powered firearms at saka sa kanyang kwarto marami mga Chinese flags ho doon. Have you monitored this, Colonel Padilla?
Yes, sir, no. I saw the post nga and the video footage of it, no. Meron pa nga silang flag, meron pa rin silang helmet with the China name. So, eto naman, sir, as I said, we at the AFP, sir, are coordinating with the proper agencies with regards to all of these matters at hand, sir.
All right. Colonel, pero we're still safe, Colonel, right? We're still safe. I mean, hindi pa naman anytime soon tayo ay lulusubin ng China at baka dumami na yung mga Chinese intelligence officers dito. You guys are monitoring this, right?
Yes, sir. We do not want to create unnecessary panic and chaos po, no, sa ating taong bayan.
Alright.
Rest assured po na ang inyong sandatahang lakas will be there po to protect the people and secure the state. We will inform you po of the necessary precautions if need be. At this point po, rest assured that we are performing our mandate and our duty.
Tama. So that the Filipino people can sleep soundly every night. Tama po ba?
Opo, sir.
All right. Colonel Francel Padilla, AFP spokesperson. Mabuhay po kayo. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga po.